What's up? Eric with Blood, Steel, and Fitness. I did a video a little earlier this week on some tricks I use to fall asleep quicker, but staying asleep is equally, if not more important. When I was dealing with insomnia, I had a problem where I would wake up at 3 a.m. every morning and couldn't go back to bed. It was a nightmare. In this video, I want to share 4 tips I use to stay asleep through the night, so stay tuned. First tip is to keep the bedroom cool. The body lowers its core temperature to get ready for sleep. Your body is at its lowest temperature, typically around 5 a.m. The idea with cold sleeping is to create an environment that promotes deep sleep. Sleep.org states that the ideal room temperature to promote sleep is between 60 to 68 degrees Fahrenheit. I don't know about you, but that seems freaking cold to me. We typically keep the temperature in our house around 74. We live in Florida and the AC is running all night at that temperature. I do sleep with a fan that lowers the temperature a bit more than that, and it's about to be October here. From being up north, it's my favorite time. It cools off, the humidity goes down, and guess what? It's easier to sleep. So my second tip is to use white noise. So the fan in my room cools it down a bit, but also supplies white noise. To anybody out there who's a light sleeper waking up with the ice maker going off, I definitely sleep more soundly through the night with the fan. Sounds in the house tend to wake me up. The fan seems to do a good job drowning out any random sounds during the night. When I'm away on travel, I have a free sound machine app on my iPhone called Sleep Pillow. It has a variety of sounds, but I always go for the rain. So my third tip is kind of funny, to wear socks when you sleep. It seems kind of counterintuitive. While lower temperatures do help promote sleep and getting to sleep faster, if your feet get too cold in the process, it can cause disturbances in your sleep. Sleep.org states that having warm feet increases circulation, which act as a sleep signal for the brain. The trick is maintaining a cool enough temperature to facilitate comfortable sleep while keeping your feet from getting too cold. So I actually recently started experimenting with this and found that I actually did seem to sleep without waking up as much in the middle of the night when I had socks on. They kind of prescribe to use cashmere wool socks as they're more comfy than your standard cotton socks. I was just using cotton socks. Darkness is my fourth tip. Our natural circadian rhythm is programmed to sleep when it's dark out and wake up with the sun. It's been documented that light exposure causes the brain to suppress melatonin's production and stimulate the nervous system. Recent research has considered studies stemming back from the 70s to conclude that light does have a significant influence on your circadian rhythm. The easiest way to not let light disrupt your sleep is to log your necessary sleep hours when the sun goes down. I do most of my writing when my son goes to sleep and need to sleep beyond sunrise. Effective blackout curtains are a must here. You could even throw in a sleep mask for a safe bet. Making sure your room stays dark is key to not being disrupted. These items are on most lists, but I wanted to give them a brief mention. 2 duplicate items from the items that help promote the onset of sleep that I mentioned earlier, but also help staying asleep, are exercise and OTC aids. High stress or cortisol levels can be managed through exercise, as I mentioned before. Stress has been a major disruptor for sleep and certainly the underlying cause for my insomnia. Once I started exercising consistently, I had an easier time sleeping through the night. In regard to OTC aids, the night before writing this, I didn't take my 1 Advil PM and found that I woke up a few times in the middle of the night. I also woke up earlier, barely logging 6 hours of sleep. I can survive just fine on that 6 hours, but I've been making a conscious effort to try and log more hours lately. As I mentioned earlier, I will most likely transition to valerian root and get off the OTC aids, which the herb is supposedly more sustainable. So if you liked this video, please subscribe. It means a lot. We're definitely trying to grow this channel. And we're going to come out with some more health tips. I'm going to do some reviews, etc. So this is kind of a comprehensive channel in regarding to health, longevity, overall optimization, mentally, physically. So again, please hit that subscribe button, like the video. Thanks for watching.